Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys. So today I want to talk about the dangers of voting and election in Islam, a Salafi perspective. Today I want to talk about a topic that is very important for Muslims, especially in our modern world. Voting and elections in democratic system, according to the Salafi understanding of Islam, participating in such process can be spiritually dangerous and can lead to serious consequences for one's faith. Let me explain why. The danger of believing in human-made laws over Allah's laws. One of the biggest issues with democratic elections is that they are part of a system where laws are made by human beings. These laws are often based on human desires, interests, or social trends, and not on the internal and perfect guidance of the Quran and Sunnah as understood by the Salaf al-Ummah. If a Muslim votes in such an election, believing that the laws created by parliament or government are better than the laws of Allah, this is an act of disbelief, kufr. Why? Because it suggests that human wisdom can surpass. Because it suggests that human wisdom can surpass divine wisdom, which is impossible. The Quran is the final revelation, and no human-made law can ever compare. This belief pulls a person away from Islam because it contradicts the very core of our faith, that Allah's guidance is supreme. Number 2. Even believing human-made laws are equal to divine laws is dangerous. Even believing human-made laws are equal to divine laws is dangerous. Some people might say, I don't think human laws are better than Allah's laws, but I believe they are equal. This is also a serious mistake. To put human-made rules on the same level as Allah's laws is another form of disbelief, because it disregards the fact that Quran and Sunnah are divinely revealed and cannot be matched by any human system. So whether a person believes human laws are better or equal to divine law, they have strayed into dangerous territory that can take them out of the fold of Islam. The misunderstanding. Number 3, the misunderstanding of permissibility. Another issue arises when people think it is permissible to follow these laws just because they seem practical for the world we live in. Even if a person doesn't believe these laws are better or equal to the Quran and Sunnah, they might still think it's okay to follow them because that's just how things work in today's world. But here's the problem. Allah's guidance was revealed to all of humanity, and for all times. It is as relevant today as it was over 1,400 years ago. To think that human-made laws are permissible, even if they contradict Sharia, shows a misunderstanding of Allah's authority. No human being can create something better suited to our lives than what Allah has already provided. When someone knows, number 4, when someone knows it is wrong but acts for worldly benefits, finally, there are Muslims who recognize that following man-made laws is haram, impermissible, but they still do it for some worldly benefit, maybe for a job, financial stability, or social status. Now this person is not a disbeliever because they still acknowledge that Quran and Sunnah are better. However, by choosing to act in this way, they are committing one of the gravest sins in Islam. This is not a minor issue. This is like walking into fire. Even though they remain within the fold of Islam, they are putting themselves in a great spiritual danger, prioritizing worldly gains over obedience to Allah. The importance of trusting Allah. This is why as Muslims we must always put our trust in Allah, no matter how difficult life gets or how appealing the worldly system might seem. Number five, we must believe that Allah's guidance is what will lead us to success. Allah knows what is best for humanity, for beyond what any human government or parliament can understand. In my own life, I focus on three key principles: integrity, wisdom, and trusting Allah. These principles guide me through the toughest situations in life, and I believe that anyone who lives by these values while adhering to the Quran and Sunnah will not only find peace in this world but also succeed in the hereafter. The promise of Islam is clear. If we live by the faith, follow the Quran and Sunnah, and trust in Allah's plan, we will inshallah be rewarded in this life and in the next. Conclusion. To summarize, voting and participating in democratic elections where human-made laws are contradict the Quran and Sunnah is extremely dangerous for a Muslim's faith. Whether it is believing these laws are better, equal, or just permissible, it leads to spiritual consequences that no one can afford. Instead, we must turn to Allah, trust in His wisdom, and live by His laws. May Allah guide us all. May Allah guide us all, protect us from falling into sin, and lead us to the truth. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.